Would you have loved to see a scenario where the portfolios for these people was attached to the names that was being sent to the Senate?
Yeah, why it would have been better, so that it would guide them more.
Why are we not changing that?
I wouldn't know. I'm not there yet to decide what happens, you know, the choice of that. Maybe when I have opportunity to decide, I would suggest you come with your portfolio so that as it's being published, you look alongside with the credentials, the portfolio, what the person has, and the appointment, the office you are going to hold.
Well, a good thing you're a lawyer, and there are certain allegations against some of these people already. What do you think of it?
I cannot judge them.
No,
without any evidence. I will work on evidence. I mean, ask me, on what basis will I be condemning or accepting any of them? I'm
wondering because, I mean, it took this long. They went through integrity tests. If you have any issue
with the nominees, you have a right to sue. As an individual,
I'm looking
you
at
have a right to complain why the list, they are going to be screamed now. Anything you have to say is now. Not making noise from your bedroom at the marketplace, bus stop, condemning the government. They did this, they didn't do that. Speak out.
The thing about
it could be hard without knowing.
Some of them have submitted a petition to the Senate.
Yes.
I think one was read out yesterday, if I remember properly. But the thing about it is that, given the fact that it took this long, it took this time, some don't think it's long. It took time, they went through, or we understand that they went through integrity tests and all of those checks. Yet, you have people bringing this up.
Naturally, human beings you cannot satisfy. People must come up with complaints. And people also have their interests to protect. So if you have a right to decide what you want to do, you could just allow people to say what they want. You have your reasons for doing what you have chosen to do. So my choice will still be, if you have any anything against any of these nominees, petition just like they have done to the Senate. Otherwise, sue them. Individually, you can do that. Go to court and prove your case.
Do you think those who say that they expected technocrats and saw politicians have a point?
You can't stop anybody. It's a choice. You can't stop anybody from having, you know, his or her view. It's an opinion. So whether they have a point, I didn't ask them to say that, so I will not condemn them. So if they have their point, they should let us know why, what they feel about it, and what their points are.
Did the people expect too much?
Yeah, people expect too much. They are not allowing this government to settle down and do the job. For me, I think this will be the best government so far, looking at the person of the president. You know, a lot has been said about him without even allowing the man to settle down to work. Then criticisms are good. It puts you on check. It puts you on your toes to know, you know, look at the areas you've done wrong, at the areas you're thinking to be going wrong, just like the ministerialist we are talking about now. This could be an eye-opener. Oh, I should look at more women coming in. I should look at the youths, including them, than...
Put some numbers to it. The next list, maybe out of 15, how many women, how many youths do you expect to see in that?
Maybe another 7 to 8 women, making 10 at least.
Oh, not 5 anymore?
No, not 5. We have 3 already. Wow. So making 10. Then maybe the youths 5. And you leave the other 6. Or the other one, we already have more men here to complete, balance it.
The women can also be part of the youth if they're pretty young.
How can the women be part of the youth? Are women youths?
If they're young.
Oh, you mean ladies?
Yes.
Young. Oh, sure. It mustn't be old women.
I'm just about this youth thing.
Yeah, it could be a woman.
Because
yes, it mustn't be a man.
We're gradually eroding a system, you know, that has been before now. And when Marco talked about a mentorship program, even in politics and the likes, we just realized that in Nigerian politics, we haven't seen that much. Yes. They're being used for campaigning and doing all of these slogans and stuff like that. But when they do come into power, into office, they're discarded just the same way they do to the women. And you say you believe in President Muhammad Buhari and his government, but he hasn't shown that in the, you know, inclusion for women and young persons?
Yeah, I'm not concluding on that because aside from the ministerial list that we have now, and we're expecting to have more, we still have a lot of other appointments coming up where women will be relevant, the youths, either man or girl or women, young ones, will be much relevant. You have the boards, you have the commissions, you have the agencies, you have the other, you know, other areas, directors, where they could also be relevant. So aside from the ministerial list, women will still have a lot of positions to occupy. The youth will also be relevant. In short, you know, let's give him time. I'm sure a lot has been said, and I'm sure they are taking notes. But we just have to keep talking, just like we are here on air, to balance the equation, calm the society down, and also let the president know that maybe he should have a second thought towards this area. All that will be taken care of. Okay,
I'm sure your message is out there. They will have heard too. More women and young people included in the next list that you like to see that happen. All right, thank you very much indeed. Nkechi Chukwuneke is a legal practitioner. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go away.